First I thought it was, and I said, that's not him. Yeah, it is.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Good evening. Members of the Board of Education, Mr. Olinger, parents, relatives, friends, and members of the graduating class of 2021. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I welcome you to the 121st Annual Commencement Exercise of Plainfield High School. I would like to begin tonight by making a few introductions. Please hold your applause until they are all introduced. First, seated on the right of the stage this evening, our school board, Mr. Scott Flood, Mr. Mike Allen, Mrs. Danielle Bell, Mrs. Jessica Elston, and Mr. Brad Du Bois. Also seated on the right of the stage, our assistant superintendents, Mr. Judd Wolf, Mr. Pat Cooney, and Dr. Laura Del Vecchio. Also joining me on the stage, our superintendent, Mr. Scott Olinger. In your program is a list of high school administrators, faculty, and staff, many of whom are seated with our graduates this evening. I ask that they please stand as we show appreciation for their dedication and contribution to the success of our students that we are honoring here this evening. Graduates, 4 short years ago, you entered Plainfield High School for the first time. During the past 4 years, we have shared many good times, a few challenges, and created memories and friendships that will last a lifetime. Many people say that adversity builds character, but I think adversity actually reveals the character within a person. The perseverance and resilience that I observed during the past 18 months show me that the class of 2021 has character beyond measure. I want to personally thank the class of 2021 for your leadership, positive attitude that you displayed throughout the past 4 years, and allowing me to join you along your journey. As we go forward tonight to start a new chapter of your life, I would like to leave you with the lessons of 5 W's of life: who, what, when, where, and why. Who you are make you special. Try to make someone feel special every day. What lies ahead of each of you will always be a mystery. Don't be afraid to explore all opportunities. When life gives you challenges, embrace them with courage and conviction. Where there are choices, make the ones you won't regret. Why things happen will never be certain. Take it in stride and move forward with a positive outlook. I am extremely proud to be your principal and look forward to hearing your success stories for years to come. Congratulations and best of luck to each of you. We are very proud to have members of the class of 2021 who have decided to serve our country in the military during the upcoming years. As I call their names, we would ask that they please rise, and their parents please rise, and remain standing until all names have been read. Benjamin Anderson, Navy. Owen Engel, Army. Haley Blankenship, Navy. Grant DeGeeter, Army. Anthony Griffin, Marines. Brian Hines, Navy. Mason Hinkle, Air Force. Ryan Jones, Army. Zachary Jangle, Army. Corbin Lucas, Army. Sarah Moore, Coast Guard. Shaylee Navarrete, Air Force. Brianna Pace, Army. Ethan Reynolds, Army. Eric Robinson, Army. Cooper Sischler, Air Force. Michael Tankersley, Air Force. Zachary Thomas, Marines. This is the largest group that we've had in list since I've been here in 8 years. Please join me in showing our appreciation for their commitment to our great country. We now ask everyone to rise and stand as we pay honor to our country by joining our enlistees in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce the salutatorian for the class of 2021, Salik Ahmed.
I guess give it a go, Seifert. Good evening, teachers, parents, alumni, faculty, and last but not least, the graduating class of 2021. It is an honor to be able to stand here in front of you amazing people and this truly amazing class of PHS. In what was seemingly an endless school year, we finally made it to commencement. This year was as difficult as they come, yet we never gave up. Alfred Lord Tennyson wrote, "To strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield." The senioritis hit this year, and it hit bad. Trust me, I would know. I only finished this speech like 5 minutes ago. Just kidding, but on a serious note, I've gotten so late to everything that Mr. Seifert now tells me to arrive an hour early so I make it on time. Today he said to show up at 8 a.m. so I can make it here by 6:30. I didn't make it at 6:30. Every one of us has had a chance at any given point in this year to give up or to yield. But you're sitting here today because you didn't. And for that, I commend all of you. I remember how years ago, we all looked forward to our senior year and the excitement it held for us. We would have the most freedom, the most fun, and the most failed assignments of our high school career. We imagined our senior year almost like it would be High School Musical, hopefully minus the singing and dancing. And now that we got here, it wasn't quite that idyllic ending we always imagined. Maybe because for some reason it's frowned upon to run through the halls and sing "We're all in this together," and also because of that COVID thing. However, despite that, with a lot of help from our amazing faculty and staff, we still made the most of it and made it to this point. Not only did we make it, but we told the world that we would still excel while we were at it. Our boys basketball team won their first sectional title since 1999. Our boys soccer team won their first sectional championship in 16 years. Shout out to Parker. Our girls soccer team went undefeated in conference. Boys and girls swimming and diving won sectionals. Our academic science bowl team made it to state. Our band, while they didn't compete this year, have been phenomenal, probably the most phenomenal in the past 3 years. And that's only a handful of the many achievements PHS students and organizations have accomplished. Not for a moment did any of you yield to the status quo of society or remain content with being average. You wanted to be excellent. That's what I hope we will all carry with us in life, that ability and yearning to strive for excellence in the face of hardship. The unfortunate truth for most is that many of their aspirations succumb to the pressures of society, the pressures of life, the pressures of reality. They have to get a job, they have to make money, they have to pay the bills. These are all real concerns, but sometimes the most important thing in life is sacrificed in exchange for this material success: happiness. I want us, the class of 2021, to strive to be great in our true passions rather than chase success. I promise that when we chase excellence, success will follow right behind it, and behind that will be true happiness. I know that it sounds like it came from a Hallmark movie, but it came from a Pixar movie. The truth is, this journey for excellence won't be easy. Success won't come immediately, and the stresses of life will push us down. But the one thing we have shown this year is that we can still excel under difficult circumstances. And I firmly believe that every single one of us can excel in the difficult circumstances of life. We can persevere for our passions, do great things, and change the world in our own small ways. We will all achieve great things and change others' worlds for the better. Moving forward, let us remember that. I'm honored to be able to be a part of this class and this community. I want to thank everyone for being here and celebrating for us. I'd especially like to thank all the teachers, PHS staff, family, friends, and peers. I'd like to give a shout out to John Beanblossom for being my assistant comedy writer, and Aiden for forcing me to give him a shout out. And I'd like to give a shout out to my siblings who have helped me throughout life and helped me with this speech, and my parents who I wouldn't have made it here without them. The last thing I will leave you with is a quote from Gary Boulding. Your families are extremely proud of you. You can't imagine the sense of relief they are experiencing. This would be the most opportune time to ask for money. Congratulations again. I wish the best to all of you. Here you go. Thanks, you guys. That was good.
It is now my honor to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2021, Rashad Salim.
I know some of the audience is wondering, who let the freshmen on stage? I promise I am a senior, we just forgot the step stool. Before we begin, I would like to thank all the people who made our graduation possible, starting with the parents, who, through thick and thin, supported us and shaped us to be the young men and women we are today. I would also like to thank the administrators who gave us the necessary resources we needed to succeed. To the teachers who not only taught us stuff we may or may not have forgotten the next day, but who also inspired us and pushed us to be better students, learners, people. To the custodians and other staff who kept our facilities in great shape and gave us the best learning environment possible. To SparkNotes, who helped all of us pass at least one English test. Or for some of us, all of our English tests. Sorry, Mrs. Payton, Pride and Prejudice was just really boring. Thank you to the producers of The Lion King, who kept all the AP Lit students from reading Hamlet. Instead, we just watched the movie. I'm pretty sure Aiden Boer watched it twice on test day. And to Mr. Craig, who gave us the greatest father and son ribbon dance in school history. Without all these people's help, we would never have been able to overcome a global pandemic, Among Us, senioritis, and TikTok. Over the last 4 years, we've learned a lot. Mr. Peters taught us how to add up an infinite set of numbers like it was nothing. Mr. Johnson taught us that the mitochondria is in fact the powerhouse of the cell. And Mrs. Clark, who taught us that objects in rest tend to stay in rest, which would explain why so many of us became good at sleeping in class. I think Sam Thomas might actually be sleeping right now. It's okay, you're not missing much. All this knowledge will no doubt be valuable as we move forward in life. But our experiences throughout high school have taught us an even greater lesson, the importance of perseverance. I believe that the class of 2021 perfectly embodies the ideals of hard work, passion, and commitment. We've excelled in multiple areas, including athletics, extracurriculars, community involvement, and academics, with our boys soccer team winning the first sectional title in 16 years. the boys basketball team ending the sectional drought, both boys and girls swim teams sending multiple competitors to state, the track team representing Plainfield in multiple events at state, the science and interdisciplinary academic Super Bowls placing at the state competition, DECA sending a competitor to the international competition, HOSA sending 3 competitors to the international competition. None of this would be possible without hours of studying, training, conditioning, or practicing. We have what it takes to succeed, no matter what we set our mind to. Batman once said, "It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me." Look at what we've done just this year. If this defines us, then we're leaders and trailblazers and record breakers and capable of accomplishing anything we set out to do. This year brought unforeseen challenges, but it was our persistence that helped us overcome any obstacles, and our dedication to being the best version of ourselves that shaped us into young adults ready to conquer our future goals. But we're not perfect. No one is. And we didn't always just succeed. All of us had our fair share of failures. But as the great and wise Yoda once said, the greatest teacher failure is. I mean, Yoda mastered the Force, so we kind of have to listen to him. And although some, like Homer Simpson, might say, trying is the first step towards failure, Yoda claps back, do or do not. There is no try. As we move on from high school and enter college, or the military, or the workforce, we will all have goals we want to achieve. And the only real failure is when we stop trying to strive for them. I know this class will achieve great things, and I can't wait to see how our story continues. Congratulations, class of 2021. Now, before I leave, I would like to recognize 2 very special administrators. First, my guidance counselor, Mr. Owens, who's provided much needed help these past few years and has played an important role in my success, and I'm sure many of you. And to Mr. Seifert, who, as he says farewell to the school, leaves behind a lasting impact that I know will influence us and future students for years to come.
Mr. Ollinger, Board of School Trustees, I present to you the class of 2021. As principal of Plainfield High School, I certify that these young men and women before us tonight have completed the requirements for graduation set forth by the Plainfield Community School Corporation and the state of Indiana in order to accept these diplomas and certificates.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Indiana and the Board of School Trustees, I accept the members of the class of 2021 presented this day who have earned diplomas and certificates. Congratulations.
I would now ask Julia Muscat, Student Body President, and Mr. Mike Allen to come forward for the presentation of diplomas. Mr. Rodke, please have the first row rise and come forward.
Grace Marie Abel. Humaira Afrin, Grace Audrey Agan, Salik Tipu Ahmad, Cameron Wilson Allen, Koki Wei Patina Allen, Lyric Yanni Allen, Shepherd Salem Allen, Stathan Flick Allen, Grace Elizabeth Ahmet, Eden Rain Amos, Benjamin Eli Anderson II, Sydney Royce Andrews, Deborah Antira Bose, Owen Gregory Engel, Emma Luann Armour, Jacob Joshua Steeman Armstrong, Hannah Marie Arney, Jason Vaughn Atkinson, Kaylee Brooklyn Atwood, Alexis Alize Auberry, Josie Faye Ayers, Kanan Lee Backus, Jameson Macy Bacon, Danielle Elizabeth Baker, Spencer Michael Barrick, Emily K. Bartley, Alexis Nicole Barton, Madeline Jean Barton, Hannah Marie Bavar, John Schaefer Bean Blossom, Kyla Marie Bear, Jackson Richard Beebe, Sierra Karen Benj, Manmeet Kaur Benapal, Abigail K. Bentley, Silas Eli Betts, Colin Eric Bigelow, Jesse James Bigelow, Grace Michelle Blackader, Grace Lynn Blake, Haley Jean Blankenship, Bashir Bodian, Aiden Mark Boer, Caden Aaron Boer, Matthew Romeo Bouvier, Grace Jenna Brackney, Elizabeth Anna Brandenburg, Carly Renee Breedlove, Brittany K. Michelle Brightsky, Haley Kimberly Brewster, Olivia Ya Bridge, Carly Addison Bruner, Alexis Marie Buckholtz, Jack Thomas Burkhart, Olivia Ann Burkmeyer, Emily Nicole Burns, Jacob Patrick Bird, Katie Faye Cadwell, Jocelyn Taylor Calvin, Mackenzie Lynn Cardona, Gracie Miranda Carr, Christopher Andrew Cassidy, Braden Matthew Cassidy, Natalie Grace Charlier, Olivia Marie Chase, Jasleen Kaur Chima, Anna Rose Chesterson, Amelia Jade Clark, Hannah Nicole Clay, Kylie Zachary Cloud, Tommy Lee Cole, Damon Laurel Coleman, Austin Michael Connors, Jaden Heath Cook, Bianca Lauren Cortez, Madison Grace Cotton, Carson Ray Crimmins, Colton Trey Crouch, Evan James Culver, Jessica Aaron Deacon, Grant Abraham DeGeeter, Christopher William DeGroot, Jackson Ray Denbrook, William Edward Dixon, Win Tron Ton Doe, Naraya Elaine Dodd, Bethany Marie Donadio, Spencer Garrett Donaldson, Brooke Allen Donafield, Nyasa Dodo, Eli James Dowell, Gabrielle Olivia Duke, Spencer Aaron James Duvall, Leona Jane Eason, Audrey Michelle Patino Eckler, Logan Marie Eddington, Owen Riley Edwards, Brooke Alexandra Ara Elliott, Abigail Marie Elzenbrook, Lucia Catherine Ingle Wilkerson, Aura Lee Rose Engstrom, Hannah Elizabeth Eskew, Sarah Elizabeth Ewing, Haley Diane Fair, Lillian Alse Falkenberg, Carter Ryan Fiesel, Lydia Ray Finley, Delaney Rose Fields, Braden Douglas Fish, Rachel Mulaney Foley, Owen Riley Fossmeyer, Stephen Douglas Franklin, Calista Ann Frederick, Kelsey Dawn Freeman Sversick, Lauren Marie Fries, Emily Grace Fritchie, Trinity K. Fusen, Colton Alexander Gagliola, Dane Michael Gardner, Madison Elizabeth Garver, Adeline Jade Gates, Oluwatuni Williams Bocho, William James Gerber, Ellie Ray Gilkerson, Francisco Javier Gomez Jr., Daniel Scott Gramling. No way. Should I keep going? Okay. Brian Allen Greenmore, William Kevin Anthony Griffin, Lindley Marie Grinholtz, Morgan Nicole Hammernick, Eli Nicholas Hampton, Brandon Curtis Hancock, Bailey Harold Haston, David Biaksulian Halhul, Thomas Ian Hayes, Hannah Elizabeth Haynes, Mallory Bryn Helbling, Riley Bay Heltsley, Ethan Taylor Henry, Nathan William Henry, Devin Michael Hensley, Sylvia Grace Hill, Brian David Hines Jr., Mackenzie Abigail Hines, Mason Ray Hinkle, Benjamin Troy Hins, Gavin Broderick Ho, Connor Michael Holt, Addison Lee Homan, Emily Nicole Honeycutt, Caitlin Rose Hauser, Hunter Cole Herbeck, Demarius Stone Huther, Grace Lauren Jacobs, Carson Tyler James, Emma May Jensen, Jace Owen Jett, Caden Isaiah Jones, Elijah David Johnson, Jarrett Scott Johnson, Lauren Elizabeth Johnson, Theodore Franklin Johnson, Hunter Thomas Jones, Zachary Stephen Yingle, Braden Andrew Cassis, Arshdeep Kaur, Anna Elizabeth Kegris, Brianna Marie Kelly, Abigail Marie Kemp, Celeste Lindsay Kendrick, Mustafa Tahir Khan, Alexa Jane Kinnaman, Brock Daniel Kinnaman, Mason Christopher Kirby, Morgan Marie Klein, James Henry Clint, Braden Benjamin Klein, Isabel Grace Kluzinski, Carter Allen Knoll, Colin Richard Lee Knopp, Kylie Ann Knudsen, Emma Catherine Keene, Braden Tyler Lane, Kay Lynn Lane, Billy Joe Rose LaRoche, Zachary Stephen Laraquenta, Zoe Hope Law, Jacob Andrew Lee, Parker Truman Lehman, Ethan Michael Lewis, Aiden Dale Lindberg, Corbin Parker Lucas, Emily Jacqueline Lynch, Jaden Matthew Lynch, Rebecca Jordan Mackey, Sarah Nicole Mang, Megan Irina Marsh, Carson Andrew Marsteller, Lauren Lynn Martin, Melissa Martinez, Austin Michael Mathis, Xander Shane Mays, Caden Robert McClure, William Robert McCurdy, Caitlin Danielle McGuire, Elijah Lee McKee, Theo Zach Meekum, Samantha Haley Meyer, Andrew Michael Meskimen, Carter Minette, Samuel Edward Minnis, Jana Nicole Minix, Luke Anakin Mitchell, Anthony Joseph Mohar, Ethan Michael Monday, Jillian Nicole Moore, Sarah Ann Moore, Ethan Garrett Morris, Samantha Joelle Morris, William Charles Morris, Corliss Dolores Mosley, Aiden Shane Moyers, Xander Philip Muhlencord, Grace Mujanukaire, Jack Michael Mueller, Caitlin Michelle Murray, Shaylee Faye Navarrete, Chloe Jane Nealis, Christian Levi Jordan Newt, Harris Chapman Nichols, Nathan Thomas Nichols, Dakota Dale Norton, Tyson Newtsman, Mary Catherine Nuss, Kendall Marie Nyan, Derek Thomas O'Connor, Jair de Jesus Orozco, David Gustavo Osario Bustos, Brianna Jade Pace, Anna Sharish Patel, Het Niraj Patel, Jose Francisco Patino Romo, Aaron Josiah Patterson, Jordan Mackenzie Pax, Kyle Benjamin Pena, Taylor Rayanne Purdue, Memphis Riley Perez, Maya Rose Petrella, Rebecca Tyler Phillips, Jacqueline Nicole Pierce, Stella Elaine Plahitko, Angel Ponce, Aradine Clarette Ponce, Dylan Levi Ponder, Anna Marie Price, Jason Alexander Purdue, Carter Heath Quinn, Isaac Russell Rader, Carlos Daniel Ramos, Trent James Raridan, Madison Riley Reed, Alexander Charles Reaver, Ethan Kyle Reynolds, Michael Timothy Reynolds, Dallas Lee Rhodes, Madison Haley Rice, Grant Alexander Richardson, Colin Davis Riggs, Elizabeth Diana Rivera, Eric Thomas Robinson, Mackenzie Marie Rowell, Andrew Justin Romano, Joseph Uriel Romero, Jaden Grace Ross, Logan Charles Roush, Elizabeth Ann Rowan, Emily Nicole Rowan, Jordan Mackenzie Rowe, Lily Nicole Royer, Rashad Basharat Salim, Gracelyn Breer Sanders, Josu Brayan Santos, Caitlin Ann Scalf, Kyla May Schaff, Alexis Marie Schnell, Ian Jacob Scott, Mason Kenneth Scott, John Edward Sedgwick, the fifth, Addison Grace Seagraves, Savannah Sue Shaddy, Taylin Ann Shea, Keegan Michael Scheffler, Trace Titus Shepard, Lauren Rose Schinkel, Cooper Henry Schisler, Elizabeth Gray Schultz, Safa Ahmed Siddiqui, Danielle Abby Simmons, Timothy Mason Simpson, Luke Livingston Smale, Chandler Vance Smith, Cole Ryan Smith, Esther Alicia Smith, Jason Jordan Smith, Jayla Bryn Smith, Olivia Ellen Smith, Olivia Marie Smith, Quentin Keith Smith, Emma Catherine Snyder, Brooke Madison Snyder, Noble Solomon, Tristan Jacob Soto, Casey Elizabeth Spalding, Colette Alexandra Spears, Catherine Rose Speece, Tammy Alexa Spurgeon, Sydney Peden Cernka, Natalie Violet Stapleton, Grant Larison Starnes, Catherine Grace States, Michael Travion Steele, Emily Ann Steinmetz, Jillian Mackenzie Stokes, Daniel James Susala III, Ryan Anthony Swenson, Ava Simone Tafflin, Anna Lene Talent, Michael Mark Tankersley, David James Tanner III, Ashley Danielle Taylor, Braden Edward Terry, Kara Elizabeth Thomas, Peyton Lucy Thomas, Samuel Mitchell Thomas, Joshua Allen Thompson, Janisa Grace Tinsley, Elizabeth Mary Tomaszewski, Victor Nathaniel Torres, Tu Gia Tron, Samuel Babbitt Trent, Alex Chipper Turnbull, Caleb Aaron Turpin, Noah Russell Tyler, Ikraj Singh Upal, Avery Jane Utterback, Tucker Robert Van Leer, Dylan Joshua Vance, Finnegan Murphy Vandewally, Aaron Michelle Vaughn, Jace Gregory Vinger, Isabella Maria Vincent, Kevin Michael Waitman, Eric Gabriel Padine Walker, Michaela Renee Wallace, Jacob Alexander Wallen, Whitney Ray Warner, Caleb Anthony Weigel, Brooke Mackenzie Wells, Anthony Jason Wheeler, Ashlyn Grace White, Leighton Thomas White, Chase Michael Williams, Emma Lynn Williams, Faith Rose Williams, Garrett Jeffrey Wilmer, Seth Lee Weiniger, Bailey Elizabeth Wolf, Lindsay Nicole Wood, Macy Ray Woods, Holden Lee Kealoha Wolf, Ariana Faith Wright, Michael Chavez Ibanez, Jr., Abigail Marie Young, Michaela Marie Zick, Andrew Joseph Zlatniski, Hussein Ahmad Zwink, Peyton Walkup,
Julia, come on up.
Thought you stood her up. She's gonna make me stand up here forever for those pictures.
Julia Renee Muscat.
Congratulations, you're doing good. Congratulations.
Good luck. Graduates, please rise. Please join your student body in the proper academic attire. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the class of 2021. Thank you, and have a safe trip home.
Proper attire, they all kind of look at each other like, they weren't sure what that means.